Annabella was born August 23, 2019. She was trafficked at 9 weeks and 3 days. From a breeder in Hominy, Oklahoma to Pinnacle Pets in Noesha, Missouri. Then she was sold and shipped to a pet store in Halifax County, Virginia. Annabella was advertised as healthy and up to date on shots, microchipped and AKC registered. We were under the impression she was homebred by the advert we found online. The seller met us midway to save us the full trip to purchase her. When the seller pulled the puppy out of the truck and we got our first look at her, we were in shock. She was a scrawny little thing with scratched and cloudy eyes, dirt crusted about her face, smelled of feces, and had dried blood on her swollen rectum and genitalia. She was having a hard time breathing and could barely hold her head up to look at us. Her tummy was extremely full, but the rest of her looked gaunt and wasting. She was very, very sick. Following our hearts, we purchased her, despite what our brains were screaming. At the point of sale, we learned that she was being sold by a pet store. We drove in silence for several miles. When we spoke, we knew we had done the right thing. We knew that this was the beginning of a long recovery that could have complications later. We immediately called our family veterinarian, and they asked us to bring her in immediately. Annabella's diagnosis was of being very thin, multiple corneal scars, difficulty breathing, a urinary tract infection, decreased GI motility, coccidia, upper respiratory infection, among other things. Annabella was actually 15 weeks old, not the 9 weeks advertised, very small for her age. She only weighed 3 pounds, and she gained a half a pound in the first week. She was so starved for food in her short life that she is quick to eat her own poop. She is starting to realize there will always be another meal coming soon and is breaking that bad survival habit. She was just fur, skin, and bones a week ago, and she had very little muscle tone. The first 4 days, she experienced pain when she pooped, and there was a lot of blood in her diarrhea. I wasn't sure if she was going to make it the first night, and I spent the night watching her labored breath and cleaning up her diarrhea. She was so hungry, but we were instructed not to feed her. X-rays found either shards of plastic or bones in her stomach, so night 1 was spent waiting for the poop. The next morning, we returned to the clinic where she was given a few more tests and was placed on a drug regimen. When we got home, she had a good warm bath, and we started meals every 3 hours, along with the meds. She received 13 treatments a day. Towards the end of day 3, Annabella was starting to get stronger and active in short bursts. The way she walks is so cute. And Gizmo absolutely adores her. Gizmo didn't know what to think at first. But after exchanging puppy pleasantries, they became the best of friends. Poor Annabella stayed moist for a few days. But it was definitely a match made in heaven. It's fun to watch them play together. A real sign she's getting better. Gizmo's so gentle with her. Annabella has filed a PETA complaint and a complaint with the Halifax Animal Control and has retained an attorney. So that's Annabella's Christmas story. A story of survival, a compassionate veterinarian, answered prayers, and finding her forever loving home.